Welcome to our virtual roundtable. Today we have the pleasure to present Meliá Braco Village, one of our amazing property that we have here in the Caribbean destination in our American region. Today we're going to meet the GM of Meliá Braco Village, which is Mr. Luis Elizondo. He's a Spanish, he's a Spaniard, he born in Spain. He has been working in Meliá Hotels International for many, many years, and as well he has a lot of experience in different destinations of the Caribbean. But he said that he called Jamaica his second home because he has been in Jamaica for the last 4 years. He's the general manager of Meliá Braco Village, for our amazing Meliá Braco Village. So you can see the picture that we have right now in our presentation. Is an amazing property, really spread out property, is one of the key selling points. And as well, one of the key selling points that for sure Mr. Elizondo will tell to us and will share with us is the amazing beach that you have in that property. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, travel agents, to be here. Before I give the words to Mr. Elizondo, I will ask, please, that if you can put in mute your microphone so we can have a better sound. And as well, as you know, we're going to be answering all your questions. So down below on your screen, you have a little chat box where you can type any question that you have for Mr. Elizondo. And when we finish the little presentation, and I say little presentation because it's going to be a really general presentation showing just the key selling point of the properties, we're going to start with the question and answer with Mr. Elizondo. Mr. Elizondo, good morning. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, Rodolfo. Good morning, everyone. Well, Rodolfo, you were very right. I mean, I really believe that we have in Meliá Braco a beautiful property. I think it escapes from the traditional all-inclusive resort that we have. Let me give you some numbers. I'm sure you're familiar. You know the property very well and the team as well. But let me tell you some numbers. We have 84 acres of land for 232 rooms. So the density that we have in the hotel is magnificent. You have the beach, you have the green spaces, the green areas. It's a natural environment. It's true that we are in the middle between Ocho Rios and Montego Bay, and we'll get to that detail. But it's a great property to walk around, great property for families, great property to escape and wander around. You know, gardens are beautiful, and beach is amazing. There's 2 miles of beach. And like I said, and there's enough beach for us to not only guarantee the social distance, but have enough place for everyone to have a quiet area, to have the busy area with the volleyball court, to relax. I mean, the natural features of the hotel are amazing. Like I said, the density is very low. You will see that most of our rooms, you see the picture, 60% of the rooms face the ocean. That is a great advantage. Also, most of the villas, as you could see, there are small villas, especially the ones facing the ocean. You could actually open your patio door from the ground floor and walk your way out to the beach. And I think that is another amazing feature that we have. If you see here to your right side, you have the level side, and those villas are secluded. 52 rooms on our level, on high-end exclusivity area that give you free total access to our private beach, we could say. And we have an amazing pool. So like I said, density in this hotel is magnificent. You will really feel that you are in a small, petite hotel, even though you have all the luxuries and things from a regular all-inclusive. You know, 5 restaurants, a buffet. We have also, well, as you know, connectivity for Jamaica is marvelous. We have flights from everywhere. US and Canada, of course, major markets, England and Europe as well. Important fact that some people don't know, that we have both airports, Kingston and Montego Bay. Now, we could say that 95% of the travelers come through Montego Bay. But it's also true that we have some business coming from Kingston. So it's important when you guys are talking to your guests, and depends how they travel, to make sure that we have both availabilities. The ride from Montego Bay Airport to the hotel is a 45-minute ride. The ride from Kingston Airport to the hotel is a 2 hour and a half ride. So it's not that bad. So sometimes Kingston becomes an option. So it's good to know. I know that most people would like to travel to Montego Bay, but like I said, Kingston is still an option for us. We're not that far, and connectivity is very good. I love this picture. This is our map, and I think it really shows how the hotel is laid out. The side of the level, as we said, 52 rooms in 2 villas, a wonderful private beach, a pool, a little buffet area where you could have breakfast and lunch. We do a lot of activities around the pool, so it's a great area for the luxury size. Let's remember that level area is family also as well. It's adults orientated, nevertheless, but it's family, and the suites are marvelous. So we'll see some pictures later on in the presentation are marvelous. Then you have the other side with the villas. In the first line, we call the ocean front. You have 72 rooms, and then the garden view, they're the ones that are in the back, the line in the back, you have 108 rooms. You are walking distance from everywhere. I mean, you are literally half a minute away from a villa, from the forest villa to the beach. And I think that is also a key element. In our hotel, there's no trains, no golf carts, no waiting for the bellman to pick you up and take you. That doesn't happen. And it's very cozy. So it really makes it very easy to maneuver and transit around the hotel. And then in the middle section, you'll see where everything happens. The restaurants, the front desk, the bars. I mean, everything happens around that main area with a main pool. I love this picture as well. I mean, entrance of the hotel. A hotel has this villa look, and it resembles a town that it's 10 minutes from here called Falmouth, as you may heard about it. It's a key destination for Royal Caribbean. It's a town square, so it keeps that feeling of English town square. And it is exactly as you see it in the picture. You walk into the hotel, and you could see our swim-up bar at the end of the picture, the end of the corridor, and then the beach. We're very, very, very close to the water. We could talk a little bit about the features, as Rodolfo was saying in the last slide, with the restaurants, meeting spaces. This is our main lobby. Like I said, it has a magic, and I really believe that the hotel has this personality that most hotels don't have. We really embrace tradition. We really embrace authenticity in this hotel, and we like to use it. We use it in our menus, in our way of service, in our people and our staff. So I really believe that we are, if I could say, I may say, very Jamaicanized in the way of how we do things. Main pool, like I said, you could see the water and you could see the sea. This is what you'll find. This picture is exactly what we have in a nice, beautiful day like today, and our swim-up bar. This is the villa rooms. These are the first line of rooms, the 72 first line of rooms. I want you to see the distance between the building and the beach. I mean, it's amazing. People spend a lot of time on the balconies, and I have to say that we face north, so we get a nice little breeze every day coming through the north coast. That really makes a wonderful time to just sit down, relax, and enjoy the terrace. But like I said, the distance between terrace and beach is very close. This is one of our standard rooms. It was renovated 4 years ago. Actually, the hotel is from 1994. Has suffered many renovations. This was the last one where Meliá went in and did the renovations in the room. Very convenient rooms, but even though it's modern in the inside, it maintains the look on the outside. And I think that's a great combination. Floors are new, the lights, mattresses and sofas, and the views are amazing. We really have to say that, our hotel in the majority of cases looks to the ocean, and I think that is beautiful. The space in the rooms is very nice. We normally cater for families, and I think we have a great space in room for families and for big groups. Well, now we jump into a level. This is our level area, a level lounge. Amazing, as you could see also the beach, and you could see the water right behind it. we have this as a model center point for the level guests. We have a little buffet. We have the front desk. We also have a little lounge, TVs, some computers. So it becomes a hub of information and guest experience there. They're able to find their concierge. They're able to find their receptionist. And we have to say that lately we've been using it to do some private dinners, special things for the level guests. So it's a great place to hang out if you want to get away from the beach or you want to work a little bit and send some emails. Great place to sit down, have a drink, and do your thing. So I think it's a great place. And look at the ocean. No? It's right there at your footsteps. Level pool, like I said, amazing pool for 52 rooms. I have to say that when we're fully booked, you really don't see much people around. So like back to the density factor and the distance, the social distance, I think this is one of our key elements. You are able to swim, go, walk. You won't be able, you don't need to fight for a beach chair. There's enough space. And I think our guests, especially in the level, really appreciate that part. Level room, same layout as the other ones. What changes is the space and the amenities that you will find in those rooms. Our minibar is upgraded, our small amenities are upgraded, the room amenities are also upgraded. And I love this picture, the ability to open your balcony and walk to the beach. I have to say that I have spent a few nights over at the hotel, as you can imagine. You could hear the ocean, and I think this is amazing. I know that for some people it may be a little bit kind of tricky, but the fact that you're there, I've been out there some nights with the full moon, and it's just an experience. I mean, it's marvelous to open those doors and just walk into the beach. My 8-year-old son likes to have take a bath in the water at 5, 6 in the morning. So he opens, he goes in the water, he comes back, and we don't have to worry about him. I think that the ability to walk out is amazing. This is one of our best restaurants, our Prime, our steakhouse. We do pride of our local cuisine. I think we do an amazing local cuisine. But apart from our amazing local cuisine, we have this steakhouse restaurant. It's true that Jamaican, we import our meat, and we import it from the U.S., so we have very high quality product. I think we do a great job. There's a wonderful lobster biscuit served here and with a Jamaican flavor, but it's our signature restaurant, and I think it connects with the architecture of the hotel. Our Italian restaurant, our Rasta Pasta, also we have started to merge our Italian with our Jamaican. We have this amazing jerk chicken pizza that goes crazy, and we're actually changing the menu now to make it a little bit more Jamaican. We have some garden, a garden, and we're trying to do some vegetables in house. So we're trying to incorporate that into our menus and have this kick of Italian with a Jamaican twist. So I'm looking forward to the new menu changes over here. Our teppanyaki Asian restaurant is a fusion of Japanese and Peruvian. Nikkei restaurant. You can see the teppanyaki tables in the back. We have 3 teppanyaki tables. It's a restaurant that's very busy. We try to mix the Asian experience with the Peruvian experience. I think is a great result, and people love teppanyaki. So we have the ability to sit you on a teppanyaki table or have a menu, and you could have dinner at the table. So I like this restaurant because it combines that duality between the teppanyaki and the restaurant. Our grill, it started as a Caribbean restaurant. Now it's fully Jamaican restaurant. The kitchen here is amazing. We really try to do local things. Our jerk here is amazing. Our seafood, amazing. It's spicy, I have to say. Jamaican level spicy. So it's not Mexico like Rodolfo knows, but Jamaica has its kick. Yes, Adam, and it has that touch. So it's true. It's open. So it's you get the breeze, like I was saying, from the north. But you enjoy Caribbean cuisine, and like I said, we're really moving forward to do more Jamaican, more jerk, more patties, and I think people really enjoy that kick. It's not for everyone, like I always say, but if you want to try and you want to do some tradition, that is your place. Our main buffet, very close, also open wide to the ambience. You get the wind, you get the breeze. It's a nice buffet. Very, very, very well served. We now have a lot of moving stations, so we're working a lot working a lot on the healthy side, on the natural side, trying to get a lot of the vegetables, the fruits. We have to know. I don't know the people that I'm sure that everyone that's on the call, most of the people on the call have been to Jamaica, but Jamaica has a density of fruits and vegetables that are different to the other Caribbean countries. It's not the same the fruits and vegetables that you will find in Mexico or in DR than the English Caribbean. So we praise on that. We do a lot of Jamaican food, and we're very happy. I think it's a buffet that meets everyone's expectations. One of our bars, the Jigger, again, very close to the beach, very close to the pool. It's in that middle hub of the hotel where we have everything moving around. Great place to have a drink before dinner, and normally we put a little jazz, we put a little saxo out there of Arnes or some singer doing something at night, so it takes a little buzz. You don't see the picture, but we have a little piano there that some brave one sometimes jumps into it and uses it, and then we also have a little stage here by the end. But great cozy place. Our disco, also very busy, especially on the summer months and especially in the Christmas time. Very busy, but even though our hotel is very, very laid back, we could say that our hotel has this vibe of enjoying the beach, enjoying the sun, enjoying the daylight. It's true that we have the ability of the disco, but it's also true that we're seeing that during the months and during the years, we're seeing less of the disco and more of the morning activities. Our morning activities with yoga, with the beach activities, with the fitness activities are very well received. No? But we definitely have the place to go when you want to have a drink at 12 or at 1. Our Spa, cozy, very beautiful, one building, small reception in the bottom, 6 treatment rooms on the top. We do a lot of treatments outside. It's one of our key selling aspects. We do a lot of massage on the beach, but we also have the indoor massage. Great cabinets, availability to do double treatment. Also wait for your partner. All our cabinets have a little terrace that oversees the ocean, so it's a very cute little spot. Oh, one of our great features, our adventure park. I don't think there's a hotel around that does have an adventure park inside the hotel. The adventure park is 18 obstacles, 2 stories, as you could see, and a lot of people have a lot of fun there. We have 3 professional guides that guide you through the park, and I really see a lot of families having a blast. We have upgraded it a little bit in the last year. We strengthened the zip lines, so now we have 2 zip lines going in different directions. And like I said, it's part of our outdoor activities, our outdoor plan activities that we have, and we really embrace it. I think it's like a great selling point, and people really enjoy it. And you see our families challenging each other. So we use it a lot. We're also using it a lot in our MICE sector. A lot of people coming from groups and conventions and want to have a little day out there in the adventure park. And we're also doing some CrossFit activities in the morning around that area because it's a huge green space. So great outdoor example of what a hotel could do outside. Our kids camp, like I said, cozy, very friendly. It's true that we don't have a massification of family. We do have a family segment, but we have seen that it's good for what the volume of kids that we have. And like I said, 2 girls dedicated to the kids camp, works very nice. But we combine a lot of the inside with the outside activities. So it's not a kids camp only in the inside, but also on the outside. Our pier, beautiful for weddings and events, as you've seen. Like I said, in the ocean, literally, because it actually walks into the area. And in a day like this, it's just amazing out there. You can see the wind in the picture, as you can see from the chairs, from the chair covers. But it's true that the facility to do weddings is amazing. And then events. We have 3 event rooms to do meeting spaces. We have 2 in the main building, and then we have a big one a little bit outside of the main building with capacity to almost 250 seated and roundtable basis. We do a lot of activity on MICE, not only internationally but also locally. A lot of ministries, government agencies do events with us for the weekend. So we were very busy in the MICE sector. Also, we use it for weddings and for events.
And that's it. That's our amazing Meliá Braco Village. Thank you so much, Mr. Elizondo. Thank you so much for this presentation.
You're very welcome.
That's really helpful, really informative for our travel advisors. You just kick the key selling point of the property. And to be honest with all my travel advisors that are right now here with us, Meliá Braco Village for me, is one of the top preferred hotels in the American region. As Mr. Elizondo mentioned, it's a really getaway hotel with amazing beach, with amazing views from your room. The availability that you can walk from your room to the beach is amazing, that you can wake up in the morning, have your coffee just in front of the ocean. Hearing the sound of the wave is amazing. Really, it's amazing property. It's really convenient for all our customers from the States and Canada, because as Mr. Elizondo mentioned, there is a lot of non-stop flight from the United States from many, many different getaways, and as well from Canada. So right now, with all this COVID situation, we believe, and as you all know, people will be looking for more close destinations. So Jamaica is one of the best options that you can offer to your clients. And because of the layout of the property, it will be any problem in talking about the social distancing in the property, because it's a small property for a huge piece of land. Thank you so much, Mr. Elizondo. What we're going to do right now, Mr. Elizondo, is that we're going to open the chat with all the questions that we have from our travel agents. So we're going to start to read some of the questions that are posting here in the chat. Let me just go to the okay, so here's the first reservation that Jason is asking to us. Do you need reservation for the restaurant, and if there is a dress code to go to the restaurant?
Normally we do reservations on our teppanyaki tables, because those need reservations prior. And let's remember that we have two entities. We have our level guest and we have our villa. So reservations are mandatory for the teppanyaki tables. Now, on our level guest, for them, as a part of being in the level, we try to accommodate reservations for them in different restaurants. So mandatory only the teppanyaki table. In the terms of the dress code, we do ask for pants for gentlemen on our steakhouse and closed shoes, but that's it. And the rest is very casual.
Perfect, awesome. So we have another question here, Mr. Elizondo, from the travel agent Sean. He's asking the social distancing for the disco, how are we going to handle that?
Well, as you know, Rodolfo, a day ago, we released publicly that Meliá is doing a amazing, and I think a very valuable partnership with Bureau Veritas to certify our hotels as COVID responsible. The manuals and the operational procedures have already been in place. And it's true that we have 2 phases that we're going to be working on. One is the COVID phase scenario when we reopen, and then a de-escalation of that as we speak. In that first scenario, we won't have the disco available. So we do our activities outside, because that is our main core. After we pass that phase and the company decides that it's time to move to open, we'll be opening in stages, and obviously the amount of people in the disco will be reduced. So if you're asking me as of now, when we reopen, there won't be a disco as part of our core initiative, our beginning to reopen, and then once we start opening up the operation, we'll reduce amount of guests.
Perfect. We have here another question regarding the opening. They say that once we reopen the hotel, if we're going to reopen the hotel with all the services available or with just few services?
We want to reopen with all service, at least the majority of service available. It's true that there are services that have to be revisited and rethought of the operation, especially room service or minibars or the amenities in the room. We want to be able to reduce as many entries in the room as possible. Our protocols that we have received from Meliá and we're putting in place, well, we actually have two protocols, the one from Meliá and the one from TPDICO from the Jamaican government. So we're merging those two to have a final operation book in our resort. And yes, the idea is that once we open and we have maybe it will take longer to open because we have to build on that occupancy. But once we open, we want to open with a service. It's true that in the first phase, we'll see some service changed. Like I said, the availability of the room service or the things that you totally find in a room, especially paper. We're going to go paperless now. We just signed a contract with the Meliá app so we could take all our things that are paper into electronics. So we're moving into reducing the entrance in the room. We don't want to reduce offerings. We want to maintain the offering, but it's going to be a process from our COVID stage moving forward. So everything that is COVID sensitive, we're really working on making sure that the guests feel safe, and then we have procedures and protocols, not only for our guests, for our staff, and for our community to be working in a safe environment and also enjoying a safe environment.
Awesome. Really informative. Really, really informative. And keep going with the social distancing. I believe we have a question here from Nicole, and I believe that she has been already in the property because she's asking that with the social distancing, are we going to be still doing the street parties?
Great question. Our street party is a main event, and actually I was walking last week with the F&B team. We went through the buffets, we went through our restaurants. And not only that, in the last year, we incorporated to the street party a beach barbecue, and we also incorporated a level VIP dinner we incorporated last year. So there are many things. We definitely want to keep the street party. We are changing the layout. We're also reducing. We normally use our round tables, our big round tables. So we're thinking of doing a reservation scenario for those parties, or decide to put, if you've been to a property, we fill the street with round tables. So we're going to do now a bigger mix between small tables and round tables, so people can decide if they want to sit down in a table with 8 or prefer to sit down at a table of 4, table of 2. So we're going to give more ability for the persons to sit together, and we're going to expand the kiosk or the moving parts of the buffet. It's true that now as buffet as we know it is going to disappear, as we could all imagine. So things will become more served from our staff. So instead of having a lot of people walking through and getting a tongue and be part of that thing, we're going to man the buffet with a lot more staff for us to be able to serve and be one person to control the moving on the food. So it's going to be more personalized, more action station, more cooking. But I really don't want to not lose our amazing street party, because I think it's something that we have to keep. The flavors are there, and now more than when we have put some other new things into the street party. We're doing jackfruit. We're roasting yam. We have obviously the pig and the jerk chicken. We changed a lot of things. We're doing more on the local side, pumpkin, and we have a peanut cart now. I could go on and on. We even have a soup cart like you could find in downtown Montego Bay. So we don't want to lose it. No, we're working to keep it.
Perfect.
And making sure it's safe.
Good. Sounds really good. We have here another question from Marlene. She's asking if the adventure park is included or is it with additional fee?
The adventure park is included. The adventure park is included to our guests, and it has been included since the hotel opened. And I think it's a great extra activity to have outside.
Perfect. And do they need to make reservation to go and enjoy the adventure park?
What we have done in the last year is that we have integrated the adventure park activities with a fitness program. So we have gone more into the fitness. We have a lot of activities outdoor, fitness orientated, bike rides, going around the gardens. We had a little tour of the explanation, some of the fruits that we could find in the trees that we have around the property. Just to give you an example, we have 150 banana trees, 50 mango trees. We have a lot of local fruits and vegetables. So what we have done, we have incorporated the program to the adventure park. So we have set hours that we have the adventure are fully open, and set hours for like the rides, we could call it, if we were in a theme park. So during the day, we have 3 hours where we could center all the guests in that time, and they're able to go through the adventure course. Because we just saw, we saw the middle one, but we also have the zip lines you see the lady in the picture, but they're different locations. So we have incorporated into our entertainment. There are timetables for those activities.
Perfect, amazing. We have here a comment from Lynn Livingston. Yeah. She's saying, having been to Meliá Braco Village many times, what sells this property is the staff. They're amazing and try their very hard to please you. The level is the way to go. There is any time frame to reopen the property?
I couldn't agree more, and I think that our staff is marvelous. We have that authenticity in the way of treating. I myself, I worked in Mexico, I worked in DR, I worked in Cuba, I worked in Jamaica. This is my second tour in Jamaica. I was here in 2016 and 2006 and back in 2016. So yes, I think that the staff is marvelous, and we want to reopen as soon as possible. Jamaicans, like everyone, is suffering from not having the hotels open, as you could imagine. 40% of the economy is directed on tourism, and if you could do the rest, imagine the undirected or non-directed to tourism. So we really want to get back into place. We really want to make it safe. I believe that the Jamaican government has done a great approach towards keeping the people safe, but people need jobs and people need to get back to business as soon as possible. So we will reopen as soon as possible. We don't have a date yet because we want to see how the market reacts. As you know, we're a small property compared to the big players that we have. That, like I said, is a beautiful key selling point. But we really have to be able to open with at least a base of occupancy to start rolling the hotel. Jamaica is not a quarantine, it's a we could call it technical lockdown. There's a curfew in the country, so that means that people lose mobility from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. at night. So it's only mobility in the day. Nothing has closed, or we haven't been mandated to stay at home, but we have that lockdown during that period, and that ends at the end of the month, the 31st. Jamaica also has 520 cases and 9 deaths. So it makes a very safe place. The disease hasn't spread out. And I have to say that I'm very proud of the Jamaican people. I myself, I'm in the office today. Part of the team, my executive team, is here with me. And on Sunday, I was in the supermarket shopping, and everyone wears a mask. It's incredible how, even though people may not have the ability to go and buy a dozen masks because probably they won't find them or the price are crazy, people are doing their own mask, and you could see that people are really they're really getting serious about it. So I'm very happy that that's the case. We are helping our staff with our government grant and also a little extra money that we have put into a budget to kind of relief fund for April, May, and June. and we want to get them back as soon as possible. They're the life of this hotel, and they're the smile and the parkiness and the Jamaican flavor that characterize them. So I agree 100% with that comment.
Me too, to be honest. Room service is available 24 hours?
Room service available 24 hours, yes. Has always been. Now we're reviewing the protocols. Room service is one of those activities that we are reviewing the protocols between Meliá and the government because we want to, the idea is to reduce the traffic inside the room and to reduce the traffic of food around. So we're reviewing the protocols, but it's true that it has been 24 hours and it has been with no charge.
Perfect. Weddings. They're asking if the hotel have a bridal room, if that included in the wedding package or is with an extra charge?
Good question, and we have to put in the presentation, Rodolfo. I think we forgot about the wedding. Bridal. I think is, well, at least, and I've been in a few hotels, I have to say, is the biggest bridal suite I've ever seen. It's huge. And for the guys that have been there, it's amazing. We also have a huge garden behind the wedding bridal suite that we use it for little cocktails. There was a wedding here a few months ago that the groom decided he wanted to play football with the friends and have some whiskey, and that's so they're able to do their private thing over there. Yes, we have weddings. The wedding bridal suite has a cost. But it's beautiful. I think it's very worth it. There's enough space there to have the dress, the drinks, the makeup. I mean, the space is humongous. If I don't have this exactly square footage.
Not the exact square footage.
But listen, I don't know in feet, but in square meters, I'm sure we're talking about 300, 400 square meters.
Perfect.
It's huge. We also use it. It's so big that sometimes we use it as events.
Perfect.
A dinner of 30 a day in there. So.
No, it is amazing. The bridal suite that we have in Meliá Braco.
Yeah, and it's also important that it's in the level side. That doesn't mean that if you are a bride and you're in the villa side, you cannot use it. We'll give you the pass, we'll give you the bracelet, and you will be able to use it. But we have seen in the past buyouts of the level for weddings with a bridal suite, and that it just works wonderful because you have all the family there, people walk in and out, and there's so much space in there. That's very, very convenient. And you could actually walk to the beach as well because a little path that takes you directly to the beach for the pictures, especially.
Here, actually, we have guys here present with us. We have Cheryl Kate. She's the director of sales from the hotel, from Meliá Braco Village, and she's putting here, she's letting us know that the bridal suite is included for 4 hours, complimentary for some wedding package that we have available in the property. And we only do 2 weddings per day. This is a restriction that we have in our property. We don't do more than 2 weddings per day because we believe that the wedding day is the day of the bride and groom, is their day. So if we do more than 2, it's not gonna have the same impact to our clients. So we have a restriction of 2 weddings per day. So if you want, you can go to melia.com or you can send us an email and we can share with you all the different wedding packages that we have. And in some of our wedding package, the bridal suite is included for 4 hours, which I believe is plenty enough for the bride and groom to enjoy the bridal room before the wedding. We have another question, Mr. Elizondo, is the beach is good for swimming? Is swimmable beach or not?
Question. We have pieces of the beach. As you can see in the picture, you see that we have a little caves and we have different areas of the beach. The beach is good for swimming, it's good for snorkeling. Also, we have to be careful with the weather. As I was saying before, we have the north wind, and that sometimes plays in our favor because of the breeze, but sometimes it's very windy and we have some waves. You could also see in the first picture that we have the reef. I don't know, Rodolfo, if we could put it up. We have a small, we have some reefs that make up a little pool kind of area. So in a nicey day with a right amount of wind, it's very swimmable. There you go, beautiful.
Here.
So you can see that over there. You see the big pier, and you see the two reefs. So we kind of make a little pool area in the close to the beach. So that's very swimmable. Like I said, very snorkelable. Like I said, we have to have the good weather that we mostly have. Outside from that, it's very, very hectic. So I recommend to stay in that region, and you have enough a space to swim and enjoy. Now, if you move forward, you move outwards from that, then you have to know what you're doing, because that becomes kind of dangerous.
Perfect. So, as well, Mr. Elizondo, as you know, we are live in Facebook, so we have some travel advisor as well that they're seeing our presentation through Facebook. So Adam, do you have some question in the Facebook chat?
Yes, good morning to everybody as well. First question I have came from Dana Braun. How late does the Level Lounge stay open?
11 p.m.
Okay, 11 p.m. Dana, thank you very much. Next question. Actually, it's a comment and a question from Donna Carlin. She says it was a huge transition from the original Braco Village to what it is now. But what are the procedures for transfers to get to the hotel?
Good question. Well, it depends how, as you all know, how you the booking, how you go through the booking process. But we do have an in-house local partner, DMC, who has a relationship with a hotel, and we normally use that person to help out with the transfers. If you request a transfer from the hotel, we are more than happy to help you. And as you know, we have great connectivity with the airport, so it's very easy. Even though you just got a flight and say, let me escape for 4 days, and once you get to the airport, it's very easy to get a cab and go down to a hotel. So we do have a partner in-house, a DMC that will help with transfer and mobility. Also with excursions and sales. And we have some people that the good thing that we are 45 minutes from Montego Bay and 45 minutes from Ocho Rios. So we're very close to move around to do the activities, especially the waterfalls and this and that. So we have a lot of guests that come, and then in here, they rent a cab for a day or they get an excursion, and it's very easy and very convenient to move. So everything in Dons River, everything in Falmouth, Luminous Lagoon, etc., we are 20, 30 minutes away each side, no? East or west.
Wonderful, thank you. Next question has come from Patricia Bishop. What are the special requirements additional to passports to get into Jamaica?
Well, there's something that's been on the news lately. It's also true that we had our Prime Minister in CNN a few nights ago. What we really believe, and I have to say that the communication between the hoteliers and the Hotel Association and the Ministry and the Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Health has been very good. We have conference constantly, almost every 10 days to get updates. It's true that they're looking at various scenarios. Jamaica wants to be safe and wants to be safe for their people and for their guests. And I think that is a very sincere approach. And obviously we know the importance of the tourism industry for Jamaica, but I really believe that they want to open safe. I also have to say that, yes, we talked about the passport situation, but I really believe, at least in the last conversation we've been having with the ministry, that they are really looking to do something globally. Because it wouldn't make sense for Jamaica to put something in place and DR or St. Lucia or Barbados do something different. I know there's communication between the Ministry of Tourism with the Caribbean Hotel Association. We have also been informed of some communication of that sort. So I'm really thinking that they're trying to make a negotiation, at least Caribbean-wise, because, like I said, it wouldn't make much sense to go on their own and ask for something when the rest of the nations don't. So let's see where they get there. I really hope that Caribbean-wise we could take a measure and we are all in the same playing field. I think all the islands also want to keep their population safe and also be safe for for the guest.
Thank you. And finally, the last question I have here is from Giselle Gisper Gutierrez. She's asking, any new policy regarding towels by the pool?
Well, towels is one of those critical elements as part of our heavy touching or concern elements. Before the pandemic, we started with towel cards, and I think we're going to take those down because we don't want the mobility of the card. Also, the key card becomes an element of transmission, so that probably is going to change. Post-COVID, what we're going to do is we are going to increase our number of towels, increase the frequency, also on the washing of the towels, and make sure that the towels are there ready in the morning in every hammock, and also have towels available. So it becomes now we do have the towel hut, as we also have. We'll have a person there, but we believe that we have to make sure that there's less contact of that towel between the laundry and the guest. So what we're going to do is increase the level of the towels, not ask for a towel, and probably make sure that we have enough towels for everyone in the hotel, so that transition will be a lot easier. And like I said, less contact of the towel between one and the other, between the laundry and the guest at the end.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Luis. And thank you, Rodolfo. Those are all the questions I have from Facebook at this time.
Perfect. Thank you, Adam. Well, it looks like we don't have any other question here in our chat. So thank you so much, Mr. Elizondo. It was an amazing call with you. You share a lot of amazing and helpful information to the travel agents. I believe that, everything is based on the different destination and as well in the governments, but I believe that the hotel is ready to go back to the track. Thank you so much for all the information and the tips that you share with us. Thank you so much as well for your time. I know that our GM's agenda are always busy, so for us it's a pleasure, and thank you so much for you to give us this little piece of your time, of your day. And thank you so much as well for all the travel agents that keep participating in our events. Thank you so much as well for your time. I know that on this day there is a lot of webinars with many different companies doing webinars, but thank you so much. We really appreciate your time, and we really appreciate your interest to get to know a little bit more about Meliá Braco Village. As you know, you can keep follow us in the different communities in Facebook, because we are posting a lot of different events, as well as a lot of different meet the GM for other properties, other destination, coffee breaks, webinars, roundtables, a lot of different events with a lot of information and a lot of content for you to feel free to sell our properties. Thank you once again, Mr. Elizondo. Thank you once again, travel agents. And if you want to say something.
Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Rodolfo, you and your team for putting this up. I think it's great to get the information. Thank you for the travel partners for being there. I see some chats. Hopefully they all come and visit our property. And like I said before, and just to close up, we are a little gem in the Caribbean, and we're a little gem in Jamaica. And I think we're worth experiencing it. And like I said, we may not be a hotel for everyone, but I think that if you enjoy the lay back, you enjoy the relax, and you enjoy the downtime and have some quality family and couple time and relax, I think this is your place to be. So like I said, thank you everyone for listening. Rodolfo and your team, thank you for making it happen. And we'll be here waiting for you guys to return as soon as possible.
Believe me, Mr. Elizondo, is the hotel. Meliá Braco Village is the hotel. Is the hotel. Believe me, guys, it's amazing. For me, it's my
yeah, it's a beautiful property.
It's my Jamaica for me, please.
Yeah.
You have the picture in the background. I can see.
I love it.
Yes.
Also, Natalie has it.
Yes.
That's a level, actually. That's a little beach.
Yes, level beach. This is the level beach. That's correct. Very nice. Thank you
so much. Have a great day to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.